Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Milwaukee Brewers. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. All right, Singy, let's get right in. First pitch coming your way next. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Chad Patrick. What do we have on him? Just about to get started. Chase Maidra steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's to third. Hamilton tosses to first. One pitch and one out.
The catcher,
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. So up next for Chicago, Kyle Teal. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And up next for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami. Hit hard, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So,
oh, this one high and deep, way back there.
Foul ball.
Foul ball. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Got him swinging.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. A three-run dinger. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat move. Aggressive, and it paid off.
So two down. Here's the center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Sliced hard but foul. Two down, nobody on. Lifted in the air, right center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the start for the White Sox, Davis Martin. What do we need to know here?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy in the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike.
Head on the tag.
Ow!
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. And now it's William Contreras. Check swing called strike. Strike one. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Line drive. And it stays fair. Around first, digging for two. And he'll make it to second base with two gone.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to...
Gets him easily, ends the inning. Milwaukee. Back here at American Family Field. So up now for Chicago, Lenny Sosa. Ripped to short. In time to Vaughn. One pitch and one out. Andrew Benintendi steps up. Benintendi with a homer in his last game. And first offering is fouled off. That one ripped but foul. And now 1-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. Carrying well. Out of here. A solo shot. And they add on. Two pitches, two swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Next to hit, Chase Maidra. This one in the air center field. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even. Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the second. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Has to barehand it, and very nicely done for the out.
Man, he made that look easy, didn't he? I mean, there's nothing simple about that play, Boog, especially when you break it down. But right there, everything was done in one fluid motion to deliver a strike over to first.
And that is that. On to the third inning. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Kyle Teal. And that one hammered. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around second now, going for 3. The throw is wild, and it gets away. Tag got him. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but he's out at third. And now Munetaka Murakami. Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. to right, way back there, and that is gone. Munetaka Murakami with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
On the ground right side, can't glove it cleanly. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. 2 down, bases empty. Austin Hayes now at the plate. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the White Sox.
There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but
that one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Off the batter's eye and gone. He'll take a trot around the bases. New pitcher now, Brandon Sproat.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 down, nobody on. Tap foul at the plate. Oh, 2 now. Chases the changeup in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning.
Leading off for the Brewers, the shortstop,
Joey Ortiz leading things off and takes a strike. Next offer in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. To the right side, Mydroff sends it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
batting ninth, the third baseman, number 6, David.
Next for the Brewers, David Hamilton. That's ripped, base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Bryce Terang, the next to hit. And that is out of play.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. And a foul ball. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Runner takes off. Throw, safe. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the 3rd. Strike 2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And that's a fair ball. Hamilton coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. Digging in, William Contreras. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Hill ranging back. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors. As we go to the top of the 4th. So now it's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. So, man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Derek Hill. He's already homered here in this one. Puts a bunt down. Vaughn. They get the force as they pass up the chance at the double play. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Here's the second baseman, Chase Mydroff. Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Man at second. Swing and a ball hammered left field. It's a bomb. He sends a rocket to left, and they boost their lead. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Now the catcher up to hit, Kyle Teal. Smoked on the ground to second. To first, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Munetaka Murakami will hit next. He's already homered in this game. And a swing and a miss there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swings through that. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in top half of inning number 4. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, got it. Getting over on the strikeout. But the White Sox with a 2-run homer, and they're starting to run away. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go to Philadelphia.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Out towards right center field, and there's 1 down. Andrew Vaughn now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
There's a strike.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. In the air, right field. Reaching down and makes the grab.
What do we got? The crab fries in Philadelphia? Is that right?
Yep. And then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Ball, no.
2 down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The other way. Fair ball. Now here's Jake Bowers. Fly to right his first time. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Liner, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Number 3.
So up next, Joey Ortiz. Rips that one to right. Brings it in, and that is that. Brewers strand a couple. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Back back here at American Family Field. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
You know, these White Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything.
Now this is through for a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Foul ball. Man at second. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And it's 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Swing and a pop-up. And that's the third out. The White Sox lead one, but they still hold a commanding. Welcome back. Singing he was sharp in his last time out and is equally as dialed in today.
Yeah, Boog. Based on the last 2 games, he's quickly becoming the ace of the staff. Impressive stuff.
Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup. This is Bryce Terang. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Tap back to the mound. Throws to first in time. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Here comes Christian Yelich. That one hammered, but pulled foul. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. What a stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Andrew Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Andrew Benintendi.
This one in the air, center field. Freeland settles under this one, and there's 1 down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
This one popped up. And there's 2 away.
The batter number 10.
Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Chase Meidroff.
That's the ball.
24 years old, made his big league debut in 2025, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2022.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one for strike 1. And it's even up. Hit in the air out to center field. And that'll do it. It's the White Sox. Back here in Milwaukee, here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. Right through there for a strike. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Brewers.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Fought off foul. Stays alive. Sets him down looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Ripped to first. Caught.
Up next for the
So
Brewers.
digging in, Sal Freeland.
Number 10.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He doesn't have a play, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. Bowers in the box now. Takes strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mat. D.L. Hall.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
The 0-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's got some power, no doubt. And first offering is fouled off. Way out front for strike 2. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Jared Koenig, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Montgomery now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Gets it to first.
Out of there.
That's the inning. Back here at American Family Field. It's getting late in this one, Singy. He looked unhittable in his last outing, and today much of the same.
Yeah, Boog, scary thought for the rest of the division. Total dominance out there.
Now on the bump, Tyler Gilbert.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
In the air, right field. And a quick out, number 1. David Hamilton getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Ground ball right side. Murakami takes it to the bag, and he's out. Back to the top of the order now. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Up next,
Here's Yelich at the dish.
number 22, Christian Yelich.
Ball.
The 1-0. And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 0-1.
No.
And a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. High fly ball lifted into air right field. And that's the inning. Back here in Milwaukee, we go to the 8th. Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. In the air right field. 1 down. So up next for Chicago, Luis Angel Acuna. Ripped to right. Takes it in for the out.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Chourio under it, and that is that. Back here at American Family Field, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. That one ripped. And that's a base hit into left field. And a good start to the inning. Andrew Ball digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground, right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Flips it, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Here's the center fielder, Sal Freeland.
Number 10. Now.
Fastball right back to the mound. 2 away. Here's the Brewers DH, Jake Bauers. High in the air, out to right. And that ends the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jared Koenig. Benintendi up here, 1 for 3. Hard hit, right side. Turang over to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out. So up now for Chicago, Derek Hill. And a big swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen. Aaron Ashby preparing to come on if needed. Chopped to third. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw.
He made it.
Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him. So back to the top of the order. Stepping in, Chase Maidroff. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Man at second. Now this is a rocket to left. And makes the grab. And there are 2 down. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. Runner breaks for third. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. It's all set for the bottom of the 9th. Up now for Milwaukee, Joey Ortiz.
Now pitching
Jordan Hicks gets handed the rock out of the pen.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
He steps on the bag. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the
Here's the third baseman, David Hamilton.
Number 6, David
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Hamilton.
Here's the 0-1. Hicks, 29 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2015. Swings through it for the K. Just one out remaining for the Brewers. 2 down, bases empty. Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. 0-1. And that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Not much you can do about that one on the
base hit, center field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's a 1-1. They're down to their final strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good.
Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the White Sox take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Well, a big win by 8 runs, and when you have that kind of lead, do you make it easier for the pitching staff to come out, make their pitches, pitch to contact, and not worry about giving up the lead. So nice job today all the way around to get the W.